Are you really saying you want me to do more housework? You really want me to do half of all that stuff?
I know, it's a bit annoying, isn't it? There's so much for us to do. Washing things up, cleaning the toilet, taking the trash out. I just feel like the list never ends. I hate doing it, but it has to be done. It really can't be avoided.
Just wait a moment. I've got something I want to tell you.
Okay, tell me. What do you want to say?
Don't you think it's all a little bit unfair on me?
What do you mean by that?
I earn a lot more than you. Why do I have to do all that housework? Can't you do it all? I already earn all that, and now you want me to do some housework and look after the children?
Am I really hearing this? Is that really what he's telling me? He doesn't want to do the housework? Harry, listen to me.
You sound really stern when you talk like that. I hope you're not going to get angry with me.
We've been married for 2 months and it's been so stressful for me. I hope you can see that. I hope you're paying attention to how I feel and not just thinking about yourself. Sometimes I don't even know if we're in love at all. I don't feel like it at all. Now you're going to start talking like this and saying you don't want to help me out? I can't take it.
Sorry, I don't want to make you unhappy. I don't want to argue with you here. I was just joking. That's all.
Joking? You were joking? You think that's some kind of a joke? What's going on in that head of yours? That really isn't funny at all.
I just wanted to talk to you about this and see how you felt about it all. I'm not really happy myself right now, so I was looking for some support from you. I was really hoping that you could help me out here. I think it's natural that you do more housework than me. You're the woman and I'm the man. Isn't it normal?
What generation do you think this is? You think you're in the 1950s? You're not.
You're the housewife, so it's your job to do that stuff. I don't know why you want me to do it too.
I'm not a housewife at all. I'm a wife, but I'm not going to be cleaning up after you.
It's always been the woman's job to do that stuff, and it still is.
You need to wake up and realize that you're living in the 21st century. You can't honestly expect me to do all the housework. That's not how things work now. We have to do it together. That's the fair and proper way to do things. The sooner you realize this, the better. Then we can start to move forward. I'm not going to be doing it all, and you need to get used to this. You need to do your fair share, okay?
Do I have to?
You sound like a school child. Grow up. Why did I marry this loser? What was I thinking? I really didn't think things were going to be like this. I wish I'd known this a long time ago and I might have done things differently. I guess there's nothing I can do about it all now. I'm just going to have to try my best to live with him. Hello, Catherine. How are you right now?
I'm good, thanks. What are you up to? Do you have time to talk to me?
Yes, I do. Just a little bit of time. Is everything all right with you?
I'm fine. I just wanted to talk to you about something.
Okay, can you make it quick, please? I've got some things to do. I can spare a moment or two to talk to you, but that's it. I can't waste too much time. I'll get in trouble if I do. I'm here in the office, and it's a bit busy right now.
You haven't been to visit me or your father-in-law for over 3 weeks now.
Oh, you're right about that. Sorry.
I think you really need to spend more time thinking about us and less time on yourself. We really need someone to look after us and make sure we're okay.
I'm sorry about that. I've been really busy, so just didn't have the time to do everything. I'll do my best to make time for you in the future.
You really need to do better from now on. You need to be more respectful to us, and that means putting us first.
I'm really sorry if that's how you feel about it all. I didn't want you to feel that way.
I want you to come over and see us this weekend. You've got no excuses this time. I'll make some food so we've all got something to eat.
I'll do that. I'll come over this weekend.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I really wish you'd stay in touch with us more often.
I told you I'm sorry about that. I was really busy with work, so I just didn't have the time to talk to you. I'm not ignoring you or anything like that. I really love to talk to you, but I've just not had the time as of late.
You really need to tell us when something happens in your life.
I will do. I need to go right now. I don't really have time to talk with you. I've got some things to do at work, so I really need to be getting on with that.
Okay, I'm going now. I want to see you as soon as I can.
What is it? What happened? I'm not that busy. I've got time. If the children are playing, then it's only natural that some things will go wrong. Okay, we can talk about it more later.
You really do spend a lot of time on the phone when you're in the office. Do you really need to do that? As far as I'm concerned, I really think you need to focus on your work and spend less time on the phone. If you want to talk to someone, then you need to do that after you've finished work and not during. Do you want to get paid this month or not?
I'm really sorry about this. I didn't mean to break the rules.
I heard what you were talking about. I just think there is a time and a place for these things. You don't need to do this when you're at work.
I'm really sorry about it all. I didn't mean to. I couldn't get out of the conversation. You know the type of people. I'm sorry. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. It was a personal call. I'm sorry about that. I'll really do my best to make sure it doesn't happen again.
If I were you, I'd turn my phone off and not answer it while I'm at work. Why don't you block her? That way she won't be bothering you at all.
Hi there. Are you going to talk to me? Are you going to say something or just stand there in silence?
Are you going to do the dishes? I don't want to do them right now. I'll do them later.
I want you to do them now. If you don't do them now, then they're going to smell and the whole house will stink. It's easier if you get them done as soon as possible.
I really wish you wouldn't moan at me all the time. It really doesn't help me at all. I'd love it if you just came home one day and didn't boss me around and tell me what to do.
I'm not bossing you around. I just want you to do the things that you have to do. I've just finished work and I want the house to be clean and tidy. I just wish that you would do your fair share of the work.
Does it really matter if I don't do the dishes? Is it really going to make you that mad?
If you don't do it, then who's going to do it? I don't want to do it.
Why did I even marry you? What was I thinking? All you do is moan and complain.
I wish you wouldn't talk like that. It doesn't really help the situation here. You're really not making it any better by saying those kinds of things. Oh, there's another thing I need to tell you. We're going to visit your mom this weekend. She called me today when I was at work and told me that we had to go over there and visit her. We're going to take Cindy, too.
I don't want to go this weekend. I was going to watch the baseball.
When does that finish? Surely you can make some time to go and see your mom.
I don't know what time it's going to finish, and then after that I'm going to go drinking.
So you want me and Cindy to go over and visit your mom on our own? You're not going to come with us.
What's wrong with that? Why can't you go on your own? I really can't see the problem. You know what to do. You can go without me.
I really think you need to make the time to see your mom. I don't think you should miss this.
I'll do whatever I want to do. If I say I don't want to go, then I don't have to go. You're just going to have to accept it.
Is that all you're going to say? How would you feel if I asked you to take Cindy to go and visit my parents and I didn't go with you? Are you okay with that?
What's the problem?
My mom has hurt her arm and she can't do any housework right now. Next weekend, I'm going to go out with my friends and you're going to have to take Cindy to my parents' house. Once you've cooked for them, you're going to have to do all the housework too. I can't do it because I won't be there and my mom and dad can't do it because they're old. If I go to your mom's house this weekend without you, then it's only right that you do the same in the future. Are you okay with this? Is that a good idea?
Why do you want me to do all that? You're really not being nice to me right now.
I just want you to do your fair share of the work. Nothing more and nothing less. Why don't you just get on with the dishes right now?
I really don't want to do that. There's nothing I hate more than doing the dishes. Why did I marry you? Why did I do that? It was the biggest mistake in my life.
If you didn't marry me, then what would you be doing with your life? You'd be all on your own, barely taking care of yourself. You'd really hate it, so stop saying things like that. Marrying me was the best thing that ever happened to you. If you were on your own, you'd have to do all the cleaning yourself. You've really got no excuse to not do it.
Oh my lord, this is such a pain. Why can't you just leave me alone?
Wow! Look at all this! Let's get on and eat this. There's no use in wasting time. What do you think? Do I look good? You look really good. Did you buy some new lipstick or something? I did, yes. I really like it. I hope other people do too. Are you going on a date or something like that? What's the special occasion? It's Friday, so I wanted to dress nicely. Where are you going? I'm going to go out with my friends and have some fun. There's a good club in town. We're going to go there and dance the night away. Wow, I'm jealous. I wish I could do that. I've got to work late tonight, so I've got no time to go out and have any fun. I suppose you're going to be talking to some guys, too. Of course! That's the whole point. I'm sure there's going to be some nice guys out there tonight. You're making us older folk feel all envious. We're too old for that kind of stuff. What about you, Kate? What are you going to do tonight after work? There's no point asking her. You know what she's going to do. She's off to the bookstore to find a book to read. I bet she's going to spend the rest of the time eating and doing nothing else. It sounds like a good plan to me. Stay at home and relax. Just lie in bed and read a book. I guess you're right about that. That sounds just like my type of weekend. Why would I want to go to a noisy nightclub full of people and do all that stuff? I work hard all week, so at the weekend, I just like to lie down and do nothing at all. That's your right. You can do whatever you want to. Don't let anyone pressure you to do something you don't want to. I'm sure you're going to have a relaxing weekend too. It's what we all deserve. Sorry if I'm a bit boring, but it's just what I like to do. You don't need to apologize to anyone about it. You do what you want to do. Sometimes I wish I didn't get married and I could just live on my own and do whatever I want to do. I think that's a really nice life, to be honest. I'm a bit jealous of you and all the freedoms you have. It's really not that good. I have to do everything on my own. No one is there to help me when I'm sick or something like that. Sometimes I wish I had someone to live with. I guess the grass is always greener on the other side. If I don't feel well, then I just get some simple food or some takeout. I wish I could go back in time and be young again. That would be so much fun. Why do you want to go back to that time so much? I just think it would be really nice. If you want to feel young again, then why don't you come out to the club with me tonight? I'm sure you'd have a really great time. I'm sure your marriage is really boring, so why not come out and have some fun again? I have to do a lot of things to look after my husband and child. It can get a bit much at times. I wish it weren't so, but what can I do? I just want to be on my own and free, but it can't be that way. Give me a sec. I have to call my mother-in-law back. She's always asking me questions about this and that. She never leaves me alone. You better talk to her before she gets angry. You don't want to make her mad. I guess that's just what you have to do after you get married. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that kind of thing. I'll give her a call in a minute. I don't want to leave her there. If I don't talk to her, then she gets a bit annoyed, and I don't want to deal with that. Anyway, look how fat I'm getting. Maybe you need to do some exercise. You weren't like this before you got married.
You don't want to get too fat as you get older. It's not good for your health, and your husband might be unhappy.
I haven't really had time to do any exercise since I had Cindy. I've got so many things on my plate. I really don't have time to think about that. I do a bit of yoga now and again, but that's it. I really need to make more time for myself, but it's a little bit difficult. I'm sure you can understand.
Why don't you just get your husband to help you out, and then you can have some free time?
He doesn't really want to help me. He's really selfish and stubborn at times. I wish he'd change, but there's really no changing him. Every time I ask him to do something, he has some kind of excuse.
My friend is married too, and her husband helps her a lot. Maybe you need to get him to change. You need to let him know that he needs to be nicer to you.
I wish I could, but I don't think he's going to do it. I'm really stressed at times, and that's just the way it is. I just want the best for me and my daughter. I'm not going to stop at anything. If he doesn't want to help, then I'll just have to do these things on my own. I think I'm going to spend the rest of my life worrying about other people. Sometimes I feel like I can't get to sleep at night. I'm so stressed out about all these things. It's really hard being married and having children. It's difficult to prepare yourself for it.
It really can't be that bad. I'm sure you're happy deep down. You're just tired. You'll feel better once you're rested.
I just wish he'd see the world the way I see it and start to be a bit nicer to me. I don't want to go on like this, but it's just what I have to do. I have to look after everyone in my family, and if I didn't, then I'd feel really bad about it. I think it would be really a lot easier if I was single. I wouldn't have to deal with all this stuff. I would be free to do what I wanted to whenever I want to do it. I wouldn't have any duties or burdens. What a wonderful life that would be. I long for such a wonderful life and all the joy it would bring to me. I love my husband and child, but sometimes I don't know if it's worth all the stress.
Why don't you talk to him about it? Maybe he'll change his mind if you tell him how you feel. I thought he was nice to you when you first got married. Maybe you could go back to those days and be happy again. If you really try, then you can make your relationship fresh and new again. You can't allow yourself to get too pessimistic about all this. That's just going to make the situation worse than it already is. You can't just let him lie there while you do all the work. You need to tell him to be nicer to you. He needs to treat you as if every day is a first date. He needs to put that level of effort in.
You might have a point here. It's a good way of looking at the situation. I've been living with him for 7 years now. I guess I forgot what things used to be like.
I know that things can get better for you. You just need to be strict with him and make some sensible suggestions.
If only you were right. I'm just not sure it's possible. You've got all this to think about when you get married. It's all nice at first, and then things start to get more complicated. Hi there. Is everything okay? I've finished work now, and it's time for us all to go home. When are you going to come and get Cindy? I was expecting you to be here by now, but nobody came. Didn't her dad come to get her? Is she still there? She's still here. I didn't hear anything from you or your husband. I thought you might have forgotten her, or something bad might have happened. Oh no, it's late already. Why isn't he there? He should have come to pick her up. I told him to get there on time. Well, he didn't come, so I've had to call you. I'm really sorry about this. I'll have to come over there as soon as I can and get her. I really didn't mean to disturb you like this. It's going to take me about 30 minutes to get over there. Is that going to be a problem? I'm really sorry about all this. I didn't mean to cause you any trouble. If it's going to take you 30 minutes, then what can we do? I'll just have to wait here with her until you arrive. If you can get here any earlier, then that's going to be better for me. I've got a lot of things to do this evening, and I really don't have time to be waiting around here. Just don't take longer than 30 minutes. Please promise me that. I'll get there as soon as I can. I'm really sorry about all this. It's okay. Don't worry. We all make mistakes. I forgive you. I wonder what his excuse is for this. I wonder why he didn't go there and get her. What do you think you're doing? Why didn't you go and get Cindy?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You were supposed to get her.
I am. Why are you even asking me this?
Are you watching baseball again?
I'm just eating some chicken. That's all.
I don't care what you're eating. That's not important right now.
So what do you want from me? Why are you talking to me like this?
You didn't go and get your daughter. You forgot to get her. That's why I'm talking to you right now.
Can't you just leave me alone for a while? I don't want to talk to you right now.
Why didn't you go and get her? The teacher phoned me and I had to get her myself.
I'm really sorry about that. I didn't mean to do it.
Is that all you've got to say to me? Nothing more? So you've just gone to watch baseball and completely forgotten about your daughter. Is that right? And you're not even that sorry about it. You can't get out of this. You need to think about your family before yourself. I'm really sick and tired of you being so selfish all the time. You really need to put us first from now on. Why didn't you go and get her? Are you stupid or something? You just think you can go and watch baseball and not have to care about anyone else?
I don't think you really needed me anyway. I think the problem has been solved by you. I don't think there's anything to worry about now, so if you don't mind, I'll get back to watching the game.
I'm not happy about this at all. You need to change your attitude. The teacher was really unhappy about all this at the preschool. She didn't show it to me, but I know she was pretty upset.
I really don't think it was that big of a deal. I think we just need to move on now. There's really nothing more to talk about. Cindy really wasn't harmed by this whole thing, so let's just move on and forget about it.
You really don't care, do you? Don't even realize what you've done wrong here? You don't even care that you didn't go and get your own daughter. What is wrong with you?
You're just trying to cause more trouble than it's worth. I don't think it needs this level of anger.
Are you going to make some food for Cindy? She needs to eat.
I'm not going to do it. You know I don't like cooking. Just leave me alone. Can't you just leave me alone? Is this really that bad? The problem got solved in the end, so who cares? Why doesn't she go and feed Cindy if it's that important?
I wish you'd do more than just think about yourself all the time.
I'm not going to do it now. I'll do it once the game has finished. I don't want to be disturbed right now, so please leave me alone. This game is really important and I don't want to miss it.
What is wrong with you, you stupid man? Are you even a human being?
What's going on?
What? Nothing. Why?
I was just thinking about you and Cindy and I wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Oh, is that right? We're okay, thanks.
I'm sure you're fine. I'm sure nothing bad has happened. I just get worried from time to time and want to make sure you're okay.
I've got to go now.
Already? You don't have time to talk to me.
Sorry, I've got to go and make sure Cindy is okay. She needs some food. She hasn't eaten this evening.
You're always so busy doing this and that. It's like you're avoiding me.
Can't she just let me go? Why does she have to keep me talking like this?
Why didn't you tell me that this happened? You really need to communicate with me more. I really want to know what's going on at all times, and I don't want a delay when it comes to you telling me what's been going on. I really need to do some cross-checking and make sure things are going to work out.
I'm sorry. I didn't think it was going to be such a big problem. I thought I'd be able to manage it. I know that things can go wrong from time to time, but I don't think I need to tell you about it all the time. I think you need to let me manage things from time to time. I can handle all this. You don't need to worry about every little thing like this. It's all going to be okay.
Please don't take your eye off the ball like this. You know I want to know everything that goes on. You can't just leave me in the dark when it comes to things like this. This is your place of work and you need to abide by the rules. You need to do exactly what I tell you to do and nothing else. I also don't like you taking personal calls when you're at work. This place isn't your home. It's your office, and you need to treat it that way. Stay focused and get on with your work.
I had a bit of free time and didn't think it was going to be a problem.
I don't want you doing it. I don't care if you've got some free time. That's not a good reason.
Okay, I guess you've got a point here. I'm sorry about this. I won't do it again.
You need to raise your game and focus on your work. I don't want you making any more mistakes. This company should mean everything to you, and you should do your best every day.
I'm sorry. I'm going to do better from now on. I won't make any more mistakes.
You better mean this. Oh look, your phone is ringing again. Does it do this all the time? Does it interfere with your work? This really needs to change, and the sooner the better. I don't want you being distracted like this.
Sorry, it's nothing. I'll just ignore it.
Who is it? Tell me. I want to see. Who are you talking to all the time? Oh, it's your mother-in-law. You really should pick that up. Work is important, but I don't want you to get in trouble with her. It might lead to some big problems for you. Aren't you going to pick it up? Are you really just going to let it sit there and ignore it?
It's nothing. I don't want to let it disrupt my work, especially after what you just said.
Aren't you going to pick up the phone? I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you right now, so please pick up the phone.
Oh no, she's calling me again. I need to get away from her and focus on work. If I don't get a hold on this, then it's going to lead to some big problems for me in the future. The boss is already mad. I don't want it to get any worse than it is now.
What are you doing? What do you want now?
Are you having a nice time at home?
What kind of a question is that? Of course I am.
What are you doing now?
I'm just out here watching TV and eating pizza. What more could I want in life?
Are you going to remember to go and get your daughter later? I don't want you to forget again.
God, you're so annoying. Why do you have to nag all the time?
I'm not nagging. I'm just reminding you what you need to do. When are we next going to go and see your mom?
I don't want to go now. We can go and see her at the weekend.
I'm really not happy about this at all.
What did I do this time? You're always angry about one thing or another.
You eat like a pig.
I can clean it up after I eat. It's nothing for you to get annoyed about.
Your daughter is sat here. You need to give her a good example. You can't be a slob all the time.
If you've got a problem, then you need to clean things up. Just let me get on with my food. I'll do whatever I want to do, and there's nothing you can do about it. I can't stand it when you boss me around.
Let me wipe it up.
I don't think you need to get so irritated over this.
What did you say? I'm really not in a good mood right now, and I don't need you making it worse. I wish you'd be a bit more considerate to me and try to be nicer. When I'm not feeling happy, you need to do your best to try and make me feel better.
You really can't be that upset. You're just making a big deal out of nothing at all. You don't need to be like this all the time. Why can't you be a little bit calmer and easier to get on with? I got a pay rise yesterday, so we can all be happy about that. Things are going to be a little bit easier for us from now on.
Really? You got more money? I didn't think that was going to happen.
Why do you say that? You don't think I can get a raise? I can do anything if I really put my mind to it. Nothing in this world is going to hold me back. If you have confidence, then there's nothing you can't do. You just need to put your mind to it and get to where you want to be.
You really think so?
I've got a bit more money now, so I'm pleased with myself. Also, I know things are only going to get better and better in the future.
Is he really being serious right now? I didn't think this was going to happen. I hope he doesn't start to get all arrogant now and act like he's the boss. I don't want him coming home and telling me what to do all the time.
Who's that? You need to talk to someone?
It's your mom.
My mom? What does she want now?
She wants to talk to me. Have you spoken to her recently?
No, I haven't spoken to her for a few days.
Why does she always send a message to me? Why doesn't she send one to you? Whenever she wants something, she's on the phone to me. It gets a bit much at times. I wish she'd call you instead of me.
You're better at talking than me. That's why she calls you.
But it's your mom. Don't you think it's a little bit strange for her to contact me all the time? What kind of a mom does that? She doesn't seem to want to talk to you.
What's wrong with that? You're supposed to be nice to her and treat her like she's your family. If she wants to talk to you, then call her and talk. Don't wait around. You don't want to get her worried. It might be something important.
I'll talk to her right now.
I need to talk to you. Can you pick up the phone?
I just got your message. Are you all right? What did you want to talk to me about?
What are you doing? Why don't you have time to talk to me? What are you doing right now?
I'm not doing anything special. I've called you, so please don't get mad.
What are you doing that's stopping you from calling me sooner? If you miss a call from me, then you need to pick up the phone and call me back right away. I don't want to be left waiting next time. That's not a nice thing to do.
Sorry, I'll try my best, but sometimes it just isn't that easy. I didn't think you'd mind if I waited a bit and then got back to you. You know how hectic life can be. I've got so many things to do at once, and I just don't have time to talk to you.
You just don't know how to treat people, do you? You should really be doing better, and I want you to change as soon as you can. I don't care if you've got other things to do. I should come first.
I'm here now. We can talk. What is it you want? Did something happen that you need to tell me about? You've been trying to get in touch with me for a while now. It must be something really important.
You never talk to me at all. You never call me first. I wanted to talk to you and see what was going on. I like to be updated on news as soon as it happens, and you need to tell me what's going on in your life.
You're always doing this, and I don't think you need to. I'll call you some other time and let you know how I am. I'm busy right now, and it's not a good time to talk. I don't want to make you mad, but you really need to know this. It just gets a bit much when you keep calling me all the time.
What did you just say? Are you disagreeing with me here? I don't want to argue with you.
I just don't think you need to be calling me all the time.
Are you being serious here? You don't want to talk to me. Am I annoying you or something? You're so ungrateful. I'm nice to you, and this is how you treat me. It's a disgrace.
I've just got some things to do. Maybe we can talk another time.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry about this. I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm sure you've got a lot of things to do. If you don't want me to talk to you, then I guess we can just leave it here. Goodbye. Have a nice day. What are you doing? You need to call her back right now. You can't talk to her like that.
Why? What's the matter? I thought I was fair with her.
How can you say that? Your attitude was really bad. You need to treat her better than that.
I don't think I did anything wrong.
If she wants to talk to you, then you should be there to listen to her.
I don't think I need to do that. It's all a bit too much for me. I can't be dealing with it all the time. She sends me messages all the time, and then she wants to talk to me as well. I don't want to be dealing with her all the time. I need to get on with my life without being disturbed.
Well, I think you were really cruel, and you need to be a lot nicer and more considerate in future.
How would you feel if it was my mom calling you all the time? Are you prepared to talk to her whenever she needs attention? Why does your mom need to talk to me all the time? Why don't you deal with her?
I guess she just wants to talk to you. Why can't you be happy about that? You should be nicer to the older generation. They've done a lot for us.
I'm trying to be nice to her, but that doesn't mean I have to be there whenever she calls. You should do your bit and talk to her as well. You should see what she wants and make sure she's okay. I think it might be a good idea if from now on I care for my mom and you care for yours.
I think you're being a bit hysterical about all this. There's really no need for you to be so angry about it all. It can't be bothering you that much.
You think I'm exaggerating this? I'm not. It's really making me mad. I've even been getting in trouble over it at work. My boss doesn't want me talking to your mom all day. She needs to give it a break and leave me alone.
It can't have taken up that much time. It's just an excuse because you don't want to help others.
It isn't. Don't say that. I need time on my own to focus on my job. I don't want to be bothered when I'm at work. I really need to focus, otherwise I could really get in trouble. I thought we were in this together. I thought we were going to do things half and half. You just expect me to do everything, and that really isn't fair. You know it. I feel like I'm your servant. I just have to do whatever you want me to do.
When did I ever treat you like that? I didn't do anything of the sort. You're really going over the top here. There's just no need for it.
That's just the way I feel, and I really need you to change for me. I can't go on like this. There's just too many burdens in my life right now, and I can't take it no more. I really get the feeling that you don't care about me at all. You only think about yourself.
Are you really being serious right now? Is this what you think? You know that isn't true.
All you do is get drunk all the time.
I don't do it all the time. I just have a little drink now and again. What's wrong with that?
I don't want you to be drinking all the time. It's not good for your health. You need to spend more time looking after your family and less time drinking beer. I know you're a selfish person, but I can't turn a blind eye to it anymore. You need to change for the better. You've never done anything around here. You leave it all to me. I wanted you to be an active father and pay a lot of attention to your daughter as she grew up. That's not what happened. You just don't seem to care. I don't want to spend all my time looking after you and Cindy. You need to help me out with all that. I don't want to feel like my only purpose in life is to serve you. I want a more equal relationship. I've got a career to think about, and it's really important to me.
Can you let this drop, please? You're just making a big drama over nothing at all. I'm not fighting against you here. Why can't you see it that way? I earn more money than you, so it's only fair that you do more around the house. Don't you agree? I'm doing better and better at work, and I'm really proud about that.
Congratulations to you. But I'm not giving up my work just because you're earning more money. If you're not going to accept my demands, then we are heading for a divorce. This might sound a bit extreme to you, but what else can I do?
What did you just say? What are you talking about?
You heard me. A divorce. I don't want to be with you anymore.
You're just going to walk away from me like that? Over something so small? Did you ever even love me in the first place? How could you do this to me?
I can't take the way you treat me anymore. I don't want to be here. You don't give me the respect I deserve, and so I'm leaving you.
You can't be serious.
I can't take the stress, and I can't live with a man who doesn't really care about me. I want someone who's going to do his best for me and the family.
You only need to do the housework. That's all I'm asking of you. Is that really too much? You're being really childish here, and I'm not impressed at all.
It's too late now. You've hurt me too many times, and there's no going back to how things were.
So you're really going to lead us towards divorce? Does it have to go that far?
Why would I say this if I didn't want to do it? You're going to have to get used to living on your own. If your mom calls, then you're going to have to deal with it yourself. This whole thing was one big mistake for me, and I'm starting to regret it more by the day. I didn't realize you were going to be like this. I just can't take it anymore. I have to do this. I'm not going to go one more day living this way. I hope you can understand me and how I feel.
What about my mom? Don't you even think about her?
You're going to have to deal with her on your own. You can't depend on me to do that. It's really not my job. I need time to myself, and I can't live my life for you. Please tell me that you're going to agree to this. Tell me you want a divorce too.
What about Cindy? What's going to happen to her? She's only a child. How is she going to take all this?
I don't think she's going to be too bothered by the whole thing. Children are strong. Stronger than you think. She'll get used to it, and then I'm sure she's going to be happy with her new life. You'll still have your family. I don't want to talk to them again. I've already blocked them from my phone. I won't be taking calls for your mom anymore. I had to do this, otherwise I wouldn't be able to get by. It was really driving me crazy, and I didn't know what else I could do. I've already come up with all the plans, and you're just going to have to accept it. All it needs is for you to agree to it, and then we can be done with all this.
You really don't want me anymore? You really want to be done with all this?
Why would I want to suffer like this any longer? I can't live like this. It's too hard for me. I'm going to start a new life without you, and it's going to be so much better than the way things are now.
Mom, what is it this time? What do you want now?
If I want to talk to you, then you'll just have to accept it. I don't want this kind of attitude from you when I call you.
Sorry, Mom. Just been a little bit busy as of late, and I didn't think. What do you want to talk to me about?
When is Lucy going to get in touch with me? I haven't heard from her in a long time. What's she doing with herself? I was waiting for my massage chair to be delivered to me. I've been waiting for that present for a long time. When is it coming? Do you know?
I didn't even know you were going to be getting one of those. I didn't hear anything about it.
Everyone else has one, and people keep asking me when I'm going to get one too. I don't want to be let down by you and Lucy, so please get on with it as soon as you can.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Is this really why you wanted to talk to me?
You don't think this is important enough? I think it is. You need to get this done as soon as you can.
Okay, I'll think about it, but right now I'm at work and I really don't have the time to deal with this. Can we sort it out another time, please? I don't have time right now.
You don't want to talk to me now. You don't have any time to help me when I need you. Just imagine if I'd been this selfish to you when you were growing up. Where would you be now?
I'm sorry, I just don't have time for this. I've got so many things to do. You're just going to have to leave this for another time.
You're just going to leave me and not help me out? I don't think it's too much if I call you 3 times a day. I think that's the least you could do for me. You're supposed to be there to look after me when I need you.
I've just got other things to do right now, so sorry. I'm going now.
He really hates it now. He has to answer all the calls from his mom, and he finally realizes how irritating it is. I've blocked her, and I've got no intention of talking to her again. I'm glad to be free of that burden, and I don't ever want to deal with it again. Why should I have to help her all the time? Why can't she sort these things out by herself? If she needs something, then she can call her son and he can help her out. I really feel like I can finally focus on my work and not have to worry about her disturbing me all the time. From next year, I'm hoping to be the team leader. I'm so happy about this moment in my life. It's really great for me.
You're going to be the team leader? Is that really the case? I'm really proud of you. You've done really well in life and your career is getting better and better. Is your salary going to go up too?
Of course it is. I've got new responsibilities and I'm going to be paid accordingly. What about you? Aren't you going to get paid more too?
Oh, me? I don't really know, to be honest. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
I really want to know how it's going to be for you. Are you going to get paid more?
I think I might actually be heading for a pay cut.
Why? What's been going on? I thought you were doing so well.
I just can't really focus on my work.
What's the problem? What's on your mind?
I've got so many things to do all the time and I just can't focus on my work. It doesn't help that my mom keeps calling me as well. I really don't need that in my life, but what can I do?
I think you need to take control of your work and stop making excuses. How can you accept a pay cut? You need to be a real man and fight for a pay rise. Don't let anything get in your way. You have to fight for it.
I hope you're not looking down on me right now. You need to give me the respect I deserve.
Why don't you just leave your job and spend your time at home doing the housework? Have you ever thought about that? You might be a good house husband.
This isn't the time for you to be making jokes about this. You need to respect me. Just because I'm getting a pay cut doesn't make me any less of a man.
Are you sure this isn't because you just don't have the talent? You're just not a capable person. If I got a pay cut at work, then I'd leave right away and get a new and higher paid job. I don't know why you don't do the same.
You're really starting to make me mad here.
You've really got nothing to say to me? You don't want to talk about this? I've told you what I think and now you're just going to ignore me. You had so much to say just a moment ago and now you've gone quiet. Pick up the phone and talk to your mom. She might have something important to tell you. He was really hurt by what I said, but I don't really care. He deserved it. If he isn't going to earn a lot of money, then he needs to do more work around the house. Why should I do it when I earn more than him? He really needs to adopt a better attitude towards me. It's just how people should behave towards each other. I don't want things to get any worse than they already are. That wouldn't do any good. I want a man who's going to be nice to me and not let me down. I really wish he could be that man, but I'm not sure if he's up to the task. Harry, there's some mess here that you need to come and clean. I think Cindy must have knocked something over.
Can't you see that I'm busy right now? I'm doing the dishes. Why can't you do it? If you've seen something, then clean it up yourself. You don't have to always come and ask me to do it.
I can't do it. I'm watching the TV. I'm tired from work.
I don't care what you're doing. You can't just dump this onto me all the time.
I earn more than you, so you need to do all the housework. I don't want to do it at all. It's your way of compensating for the fact that you earn less than me. You're also going to have to make sure Cindy is okay after this. She might have got something on her and you'll need to clean it off.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do. You be a good man and do this for me. The phone never stops ringing. Is that your mom again? What does she want this time? I think you need to see what they want. You might have to go over there and give them a bath or something.
How am I going to do all this on my own? Why do I have to do this? Why don't you help me out instead of doing nothing? Don't you think this is all a bit too much for me?
I did all this before and now it's your turn to do it. I don't want to do it again. Now you know what it feels like.
I don't want to be with you anymore. I want out. I want a divorce.
If that's what you want, then I'm not going to hold you back. You go ahead and get on with it.
You don't even care?
If you want that, then I'll agree to it. I don't want to hold you here if you're not going to be happy. I'm just going to sit here and watch the TV. I'll let you get on with your tasks and then think about what you want to do in life.
Oh my God! Oh no! What? What is it? What's the panic about?
I dropped the remote on the floor. Can you pick it up for me?
No!
Don't get angry. Your job is to help me and nothing more. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.